Morena, boys and girls. So lovely to see you all at home and see the boys and girls at preschool as well. Look, they look lovely, don't they, Lynda?
You do, and it's so lovely that you're here with us. We really appreciate it. And it's fun to have you along on our journey because we're finding out about fruit. Yay! But before we do, we're going to sing our special good morning song.
And we're going to sing
Bonjour.
Bonjour. And it's especially for Anais and her lovely family. But also for everybody else too.
Yeah, true.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Bonjour to you. Bonjour. Bonjour. And how do you do?
Lovely. Now, why have you got a knife there, Marianne?
Well,
I wonder.
we're going to have another look at this lovely, what is it?
Apple.
Apple. We're going to have a look at an apple because an apple is it a vegetable?
A fruit.
It's a fruit. So we're going to have a look at the fruit. What makes a fruit a fruit? It has to have something inside. That's right. It's got to have seeds inside. So should we have a look and see if this apple is truly a fruit and see if it's got seeds inside?
Yeah.
Should we have a look?
Yeah.
And the only way we can have a look, well, there's two ways. I could sit and munch it, or I could use a knife and cut it open. Do you want to watch me eat apple? No. I don't mind.
Apple.
Yep, I'll cut it open. And remember, who uses knives? Just mummies and daddies, adults. Not boys and girls, because you can slip and chop your finger.
And even big people, even mummies and daddies can do it. So
when I use a knife, I make sure I look at what I'm cutting as well. I don't just go, Lynda, check, 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 check. I've got to look at what I'm doing.
It's a bit like catching a ball, because we were practicing catching a ball a little while
Absolutely.
ago. And if you go and look that way, you won't be able to catch the ball. You've got to actually see the ball coming and look at it, look at it, and hold it.
That's
Exactly.
right. Because if you've got your head like that and the ball comes on your face.
I know. Rachel and Phil are outdoors doing things like that. And they say,
balls
keep
go.
your eyes on the ball.
Because if you don't, it doesn't go well, does it?
No.
So I'm going to keep my eyes on the knife and the apple, and I'm going to chop it in half, like that.
If you chop something in half, what do you end up with?
How many pieces? I've got one whole piece here. When I cut it in half, I get two pieces. Let's see. 1, 2.
And look what's inside.
Can you see? I'll show the boys and girls here as well. Can you see? What can you see, Oscar? You can see the seeds. Awesome. Can you see the seeds, Tillo?
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. So, it must be a fruit then, right?
Yeah.
Because it's got seeds inside.
Amazing.
Now, Lynda was talking about cutting a whole apple in half and getting 2 halves. What if I cut it again? What if I cut it like this? Chop. How many pieces have I got?
So you cut it into quarters, because there's 4.
So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces.
4 quarters.
And I can put it back together again and make one whole as well.
Excellent.
So we've learnt about cutting something in half and cutting something in quarters. That's pretty cool. Great maths, Lynda.
It is good maths. That's a good thing for Kirsty. She
Absolutely.
has lots of good maths activities.
But as you can see, there's a whole lot of what here? Seeds, so that makes it a fruit, Lynda. Now, what have you got here?
Now, I've got some pictures here that tell a story. I'm going to get some people to come up and help me on it.
Fantastic.
So, we've got this juicy, juicy, juicy apple. Now, I wonder where Lynda bought that.
Yep.
Where did I get that apple from? Supermarket.
Absolutely.
Would you like to come and find the supermarket? It wasn't actually the supermarket I went to or ordered, but come and see
But
if
it
you
was
can find the
another
picture of the
supermarket, wasn't it?
supermarket.
Because there's more than one supermarket.
Good girl, and this is a super value one. Look, there's the big supermarket that we went.
What's that one called, Eric? What's that supermarket? Who knows what this one's called? Starts with a Pick and say. Clever.
So we might bring these up, and so that's where I bought, and I'll show you this picture too, because there it is in the special shopping bag. Look, and that's where I bought it from the supermarket. But how did this little apple, or 3 apples actually, how did they get to the supermarket? Where did they come from? From a special farm. Does anyone know the name of a farm where fruit's growing? Now that's a tricky word. Starts with an or. Orchard. An orchard. Can you say that? Orchard. Say it at home. Orchard. An orchard is a place where beautiful fruit are growing. Like avocado
And apples.
apples. Okay, so I want Anais to come and see if she can find the row of trees with apples growing on them in the orchard.
You might be a little boy picking them.
Look, and show the boys and girls at home and show the boys and girls at preschool. So there is the farm with the apples growing on them.
Wow.
And that little boy is helping the farmer, or the orchardist, because he works in an orchard, collect those apples to go to that special farm. Okay, so I'll grab that and we'll pop that down there, my sweetheart. Now, before the apple appears on a tree, what is it that comes out first? There's a big apple tree. It's got beautiful green leaves, and then what comes out? Flower.
Pretty flower.
Right. Meadow, would you like to come and find the beautiful flower or blossom, they call it, that will grow into an apple? Come out here and see if you can find it. It's a beautiful flower that will grow into is a blossom into an apple. Ta-da! Go and show Philo in the special camera and show all the boys and girls. Look at that beautiful blossom. Good girl. And that's an apple blossom. It smells beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Okay, so there's the apple blossom. Now, where is the fruit? Where does the fruit come from?
The shops.
We're talking about how it gets to the shop. So first of all, it has to grow on an apple tree. Then a beautiful flower comes, and then what happens? What happens? The petals fall off the little flower, and what happens?
What's left behind?
What's left behind? No, not yet. The seeds are inside the apple. So what has to grow out of the blossom? Anais?
Yeah.
A little apple. And Marianne's going to show you something really special. Now, I was wondering, oh, actually, I'll just do it, show you myself, otherwise we'll run out of time. But look, there is, this is the blossom, there, and those are all the apples growing where the blossom used to be. Look there, boys and girls. So there's the beautiful blossoms, and in each blossom, a little apple grows, and there it grows. Here it is there. Then it's picked. That's that we found that one before. And then it's taken to the shop. And where in the supermarket will the apples sit? Whereabouts in the supermarket? Oscar?
If the boy picks the apple, it will be, then it will get all the way to the shop.
You are so right. And where will the people in the shop put the apples? Will they keep it out the bag?
Yes.
Where will they put them, Oscar?
Inside the bag?
Yes, yes. They put them in a bag, but before you put them into the bag, look, there's the bag. Look, there's the bag with the apples in. Before they put in the bag, where do they sit? Put that afterwards because that's after visiting. But on the shelf. Yeah. Brock, come and see. See if you can find the shelf with the apples. Show the people at home. That's lovely. And then show the boys and girls, and you can pop it down there, my sweetheart, because there it is in the beautiful shop. And guess what happens? Where does the after your mummy or Lynda visits the shop, gets the beautiful fruit, then where does the fruit go? Nice? Into your lunchbox for you, so that you grow healthy and strong. Apples are so good for your teeth. They clean your teeth, they make you strong. And look, after it's been in your lunchbox, what happens?
It will be an apple core.
And sometimes you can collect those little seeds and make some more apple trees grow. But there's a big, big, long story, isn't it? All about how a little seed is planted in the ground, becomes an apple tree, then someone, the orchardist, comes and picks the apple, sends it to the supermarket, and then it ends up in your tummy. Isn't that the most amazing story? It does clean your teeth. It makes you so healthy. Absolutely.
Sue always tells us that.
Sue always says, eat up your apples because they clean your teeth. Now, Marianne has got something very, very special, because it's hard to understand, Marianne.
It is.
How you get a flower and then suddenly all those apples come along.
It's incredible, isn't it?
It's just it's a real miracle. So there's the flower and there's the fruit. So how does that happen? And Marianne's got something really, really special to show us.
Well, I brought along this. And this vine, it's not a tree, it's a vine. This is a vine that grows. I'll just show you. Do you know what these are? What are these? Corn. They're not corn.
It's a little bit like a corn.
It starts with a P.
Pineapple.
No, not quite. Passion. Passion fruit. Yeah, passion fruit. You probably didn't recognise it, because passion fruit are usually a purple colour, aren't they? But this vine here, this lovely vine.
I wonder what makes a plant a vine, boys and girls. What's a vine? What does it do?
Yeah, it creeps around. This one creeps through my fence. It actually belongs to my neighbour. But it's creeping through, so it's mine. So this passion fruit vine has, which is really interesting, has these little flowers coming on it here. I'll show the camera really close. You've got to see this really closely. This little flower comes, and the flower comes out, and it's a beautiful white and purple flower, like this one here. It's gone a little bit sad, but inside the flower is what? Is it? Well, it's a little tiny passion fruit. So it's a fruit, and the fruit is inside this flower. Isn't that amazing?
You can actually see the
fruit.
See the fruit. It's green, boys and girls, but it goes a different colour.
And then it gets bigger, and then it turns a purple colour, and then it goes all wrinkly, doesn't it? And then you can cut it open and eat it. It's very yummy.
Now, I think, Marianne, that we don't know what passion fruit look like, actually.
No, I think I need to find a passion fruit.
So that's interesting.
So they're a purple like an egg shape, aren't they?
Like a little egg. They're very like a little egg.
Like a little egg, and then they're purple, and then after, when they're nearly ready, they start going a little bit wrinkly.
And what's amazing is that inside there are hundreds and hundreds of little black seeds with juicy, orange fluid around them. Pulp. It's absolutely beautiful.
It's absolutely beautiful. On a pavlova.
Oh, delicious. Or a cake.
Yeah. Or just eating.
No, we're just eating.
So have any of you boys and girls tried a passion fruit?
No.
Do you at home know what a passion fruit is? Well, that's something we're going to have to find. There's no.
I'll have to wait till they grow up.
I know. We'll have to bring it in and show them.
But this is just to show you how a fruit comes from the flower.
That's an amazing. That's a real live flower with the little fruit coming out there.
Isn't that amazing?
It's just a miracle.
Have a look. You see the little fruit? Just incredible, eh?
And that's a little passion fruit inside it.
Yeah, I'll just show the boys and girls
It's
at
very,
home.
very special.
Isn't that amazing? And the flowers, the ones that are out, are sort of whitey, purpley, bright. Yeah, they're just beautiful. They look so gorgeous. But unfortunately, this flower has died down a bit. So when you pick things, if you don't keep them in the water, they will. They do.
Especially when it's hot.
But you can see there was going to be another passion fruit growing there too. There's another flower. It's gorgeous, eh? In the end.
Little flowers just on the top. And then the flower. So make the flower shape with your hands, my sweethearts. There's your beautiful flower. And inside is the fruit. And then the petals all fall away. And what's left inside?
The fruit.
The fruit. And what's inside the fruit?
Seeds.
The seeds.
My flower is snacking flower.
So there's your flower. Inside, you're so right, inside is the fruit, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and it changes colour with the passion fruit.
Yeah.
It's green, and then it goes most beautiful purple colour. And then it's good, nice and juicy and ready to eat.
It goes all wrinkly.
And what's inside the fruit?
Seeds.
And the same with this little apple. This little apple was a beautiful flower, and then it grew inside, the petals fell off, and then the apple got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and then the flower fell off and the fruit was left. But what's inside the fruit?
Seeds.
The little seeds. So what's meant to happen is the fruit falls onto the ground, and then the little seeds can get blown away or eaten or go through animals when they go to the
Absolutely.
They might come along and go, a little bird might go, swallow that seed, and then it will come out later when it goes to the toilet, and then it'll be in a new place for that little seed to grow.
It's all about how
Yeah,
how we read.
See, we learnt about that.
Learnt about it.
How I see. Yeah.
Tis too. Okay, my sweethearts, now we're going to sing our special song about flowers and plants, because flowers are like fruit. Well, every fruit has a flower. They have beautiful cherry blossoms, have cherries, apple blossoms have apples,
And
passion fruit flowers have,
Passion fruit.
and orange blossoms have,
And
and lemon blossoms have.
lemon.
Exactly.
That's amazing, isn't it?
That is unbelievable. And there's some plants, I'll give you a little hint, some plants that we think are vegetables, but they're not, because they come out of a flower, and then inside them are lots and lots of hidden seeds.
Amazing.
So, and they're just like we learned about with the flower there, but the seeds aren't in just the middle of the flower, they're inside
In the
a
fruit.
fruit in the inside.
Isn't that incredible?
Oh, it's amazing. Miracle. So the first thing we're going to sing about are the roots, because you always need a tree or a vine, and I bet that vine had,
Definitely got roots.
and the roots are on the other side.
Yeah,
of your
they're at the neighbour
fence.
there. And it creeped over.
The roots of the plant grow underneath the roots of the plant grow underneath the soil or ground. Then we know about the little shoot, and I heard people saying shoot before, but the shoot comes up before the little tree, doesn't it? And the first thing that comes out of the shoot is the stem. The stem of the plant holds up the leaves, up the leaves, up the leaves. The stem of the plant holds up the leaves. The stem is part of a plant. And what's on the stems? And every fruit tree, every fruit vine has to have, look at what's on all the beautiful vine here. What are these?
Leaves.
Leaves. Why do they need leaves?
Otherwise they can't make food.
You
Aren't they in each
so
shape?
right.
Look at the shape.
They're beautiful.
I love that
leaves.
shape.
It's a beautiful colour too.
They are gorgeous.
The leaves on a plant are making food, making food, making food. The leaves on a plant are making food. The leaves are part of a plant. Now, if you've got roots and a stem, whether it's a vine or a tree, and then lots of leaves, what comes out next? Beautiful. And the flowers can be beautiful flowers that we pick in our garden, or they can be beautiful blossoms where what will come out of a blossom? Fruit. And then the seeds, Oscar, are inside that fruit, which is really good.
So cool.
Okay. The flowers on the plant are growing. We'll say growing fruit, okay?
Fruit with seeds.
Yes. We can't put all that in, but we might say fruit to start with. The flowers on the plant are growing fruit, growing fruit, growing fruit. The flowers on the plant are growing fruit, the fruit of blood of the plant. The fruit of the plant are growing seeds, growing seeds, growing seeds. The fruit of the plant are growing seeds, the seeds are part of the plant. And it all starts with a little seed that is planted in the ground.
Wow.
Isn't that an amazing, miraculous story? Okay, now Marianne, on Friday, Marianne copied these words out, and they're lovely words, and they're all to do with, I wonder what?
Poem.
It's a poem?
Yeah.
We love poems.
Poem.
But what are they to do with? What are the pictures at the
about-
bottom?
Not about apples, it's about fruit. Yeah, absolutely. It's about strawberries, bananas, and watermelon mainly.
Delicious fruit.
So shall I tell you the name of the poem and you can repeat it back? And then I'll tell you one line and then you can repeat it back. Do you want to do that?
Perfect idea.
Okay. Strawberry, bananas, and watermelon.
Strawberry, bananas, and watermelon.
Strawberries, bananas, watermelon too.
Strawberries, bananas, watermelon too.
Good for me.
Good for me.
And good for you.
They are tasty.
They are tasty.
They are sweet.
They are sweet. Yummy.
All are such a yummy treat.
All are such a yummy treat.
I didn't put on
Excellent.
Good. That's
but
right.
I ate them all.
Good.
Good
And
thing.
those two.
Okay.
Listen.
Strawberries, bananas, watermelon too.
So we same as the title.
Just the same.
Strawberries, bananas, watermelon too.
Good for me and good,
Good
for
you.
Yay!
I wonder if we could say it with you this time. Marianne.
Absolutely. Okay. We'll start with the title.
Ready?
Very
It's good.
important.
It's in 3 places, so that's easy to remember, isn't it?
Yeah,
So it's
it keeps
there,
repeating.
it's there, and it's there.
Yeah,
It's either strawberry.
Words, yeah.
Strawberry, bananas, watermelon. Strawberries, bananas, watermelon too. Good for me and good for you. They are tasty, they are sweet. All are such a yummy treat. Strawberries, bananas, watermelon too. Good for me and good for you.
And look, there's a little picture. What's this?
Strawberry.
And Anna.
Watermelon.
Great, you can recognise those.
Oh, why don't we strawberries grow? Do you have a strawberry tree?
I have a strawberry tree.
Do
Nutmeg.
you have a strawberry vine?
Your vine.
No.
I think we might investigate this. Don't
I
you
think so.
Marianne?
I'd be really interested to know
And we'll
how
see if we
strawberries
can find out. Get back to you tomorrow, and let's look in some books. Let's look at some pictures. Look on our internet and see where strawberries grow.
grow. That's a neat
Hands
one.
up those people that think strawberries grow on trees. Or some people
Maybe.
who thinks they grow on vines like
Yeah,
passion
vine.
fruit. Ah, and we'll see. So we'll be looking forward to being back with all you lovelies tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Thank us.
Can't wait. Bye-bye. Kakite.
Lovely, jolly
ya.
children.